Welcome back to the Moose and Shrimp Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? So today's Monday the 10th. Happy New Year's for everybody.
You sound like the guy on Miss Doubtfire when he's doing the dinosaur. Horrible.
I got a tongue twister. I'm still waking up. We had a long night last night, catching up on some shows. But anyways, Happy New Year's. Everybody has those. If you have your New Year's resolutions, let us know what you guys are doing and how you guys are going to get those complete on the comment section.
What's your plan of attack?
Yeah, we kind of talked about ours already, and one of them. I mean, right out of the gate was that Tough Mudder, the one we're running. So we've been wanting to do more runs, more of those races like that, where it's races but it's also obstacles.
Yeah, because one reason a lot of people ask, like, "Oh, have you did a marathon, or have you ever did a marathon?" Which is but we've never participated in a scheduled event. That
I guess technically like a actual one, because they do the markers, everything. But even with us, we track it by our watches and our phones. But even to err on the side of caution, we do 26 and a half, just in case there's any.
So we're gonna start participating more this year in actual scheduled events, and so it could be marked down as official.
Yeah, and my brother-in-law, he's real big into those sparring races. He's done a handful of them, and I was talking with him, so we want to maybe get one with him, and he's real savvy with the video editing and all that, so he could probably put a real badass video together. He did one for his first sparring race, and it was legit. He had music in the background, and like everyone, it would pause and go to the obstacle he was doing, and went back and forth. But it was pretty badass. It was real legit.
Nice.
But also on that note, I was telling you, we got a GoPro. Don't know how to use it yet, but we got it. We're just gonna get a couple of those attachments. So I guess there's an attachment you could put on your head.
Yeah.
Or put on your.
I think the chest one would be the best.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one, and then there's the waist one, but it's kind of, I don't know about that angle.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that with us to the race when we go, and see how that works out.
So when we go to the race, it's the weekend of the 29th.
Yeah.
In January, so we're gonna take the scenic
Lake
route.
Isanor.
Yeah. San Diego area, I believe. So we're gonna take a scenic route, and we're gonna go. Well, I wanted to go down the Pacific Coast Highway just to check it out and go by the Malibu area. So we recently.
Hold on, real quick. Can I say something? I was just gonna say too. Growing up, we didn't really go a lot of places. Like I didn't go to Disneyland until I was like 20 something. I still haven't been to Six Flags, but the reason too we like to, checking it out, taking the scenic route, just because we really haven't been to a lot of places, and
we never had like reliable vehicles, so we were like, we chance it here or there. So now it's kind of, for some people it might be, it's kind of boring, like we did that 100 times, but it's cool now. We could do it. We have the opportunity to do it, and
it's all new experiences for us, like stuff we haven't seen before. So
yeah, so for a while now we've been watching. We got into MASH, and for us it's pretty funny. Just it's old style comedy, and
it's like when you get older, how you're into the dad jokes. Like,
yeah,
you could relate more to it.
Yeah,
the older crowd.
So we're gonna where they filmed it. It's the Malibu State Park, National Park. So we're gonna go through there. It's in near Calabasas. And we're gonna do that hike. I believe it's like an 8-mile hike.
Yeah. So where you park, and then from the parking lot to the actual scene where they film majority of it, it's about that much miles. So
yeah. So we'll do that. Then by then we'll have the GoPro figured out, and so you could see maybe the drive and then even the walk and all the way up to the race.
I think we'll do both of them. We'll do like the phone, but also the GoPro too, because if we can't figure the GoPro editing out, we'll do it on the phone.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That'd be pretty cool. So, but yeah, that one's in a few weeks, so we got that coming up, and we're already planning ahead for some of the sparring races, and so with that, there's been some preparation for that too. And so yesterday, if you want to go into it, yesterday we did, it was a little over almost 10 and a half miles.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was 10.
Yeah, nothing. It was just a slow pace, just something to get out there, keep going. But all of him started on it. But it was a eventful run.
Yeah, so we're in Porterville. There's a river. I don't know what it's
It's called the Tule River.
Okay, so there's a lot of homeless people that live down there. They have a little city down there. We on the YouTube we put up pictures and videos. And
so those of you if you ever seen that the old school Mad Max with Mel Gibson, how they have just like their little
Rick and Morty,
where they have their camp set up. That's how it looks. So it's like post-apocalyptic community, and they have everything set up though, legit. So.
Yeah, cause so I wanted to go running there to pass by, and there's always stuff to see.
Yeah.
And when we ran into a couple of people, they were just, hey, what's up, morning.
First interactions were friendly. I mean,
yeah,
they probably just they picked up and they were going to do what they were going to do.
And the first one, we crossed under the bridge on J Street, and east of that, about eighth of a mile, if that. There's a little on the left hand side, north side of it. There's like a little.
It's a little encampment.
Yeah, it's like tents, but they have that. What's that big one? Like they have like a big hut.
It's like a makeshift hut. So
yeah,
just random pieces of wood. Hey, this would be good for a.
So there was a Chihuahua and then a medium-sized dog. So right when it seen us, the Chihuahua came after me. He ran straight towards me. So he
was the aggressor.
Yeah. What's the guy's name?
Who? Ace Ventura.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Jim Carrey?
No, the kicker on there.
Ray Finkel.
I did a Ray Finkel. Yeah, I did a Ray Finkel.
And
he ran at me, and I threw a kick, and somehow just brushed the side of his head. And he did like a cool little flip. And then the other dog backed up, but then...
Cool little flip if it wasn't started by a kick.
Yeah. Well, he's going to bite me if I didn't.
Yeah.
So, and then as we advanced up a little ways, probably like...
Well, he had a buddy with him. He was that medium-sized dog.
Yeah, he backed up. Or did he go after you?
No, he saw his boy get kicked.
Yeah. He's like, you're good.
I did it.
So we, about 10 yards up, we... run into another dog.
See, but I've been running down here before, and at first I wasn't really tripping off them because they usually have them tied up all the time.
That brown one, yeah, it's all tied up by the pallet.
Mm-hmm. So he's usually tied up right there. So I seen him, I said, oh, maybe they gave him a little bit more slack on that chain. But
he was, his teeth were showing. He was ready to go, and he looked at me, and for some reason he didn't go after me, and then he see my brother. He just went like a torpedo, boom,
and it was like the Matadors when the bulls were coming. Like he came at me, and so I always have a pocket knife with me. So I had this theory. Joe Rogan always said if you're ever running, not knowing where you're at, and you have your pocket knife, and you know for sure you're gonna get bit, put your not your dominant arm out, the other one out, and then if he bites you, then you hit him with the knife. So. I always use that theory, like, okay, like just like in law enforcement when you go to the academy, this happens, you do this, and this. But just like we know, nothing ever goes as planned. And he came running and he got froze up. He got close.
During the headlights.
Yeah. He got close to me and like I had the idea what I was doing, then my brain just like froze, man.
Wait a minute.
And he had his teeth out coming, and then I did. So I think like last minute when I went to kick him, that's why it was kind of like half a kick.
Yeah.
So I kicked him.
It was like an onside kick.
Yeah. So I hit him with it, and it kind of threw him off track. And so he looked at us, backed up, and then he ran to his little kennel they have for him. So. Yeah. But that was just the start of it.
And then after that, remember the guy, the Chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
What did he say? He saw, you guys watch out for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we kept going, and so it was pretty active down there. There's a lot of...
it was first thing, or no, it was about 9 o'clock?
Probably around there.
Everyone getting up or getting ready to move around.
And then so then we got down to, what was it, the Main Street Bridge?
Main Street, yeah.
So that one's a little tricky because you got to kind of hunch over and run down, and you can't just.
Well, when we bent over to go through there was a guy standing there, and he's like froze too. He didn't know what to say, like, hey, or, you know, he didn't like.
Maybe if there was one guy who said, hey, you know, get out of here, but there's two of us who's like, fuck it.
Because maybe that was his house or his spot.
Maybe.
Yeah, so we after we crossed that's when it got kind of weird because it ducks down.
And we ran up to that point, and then we jump up on Main Street. So from Main Street down, we've never ventured that far.
Yeah, east.
Mm-hmm.
And it ducks down, and it looked kind of cool. It was bamboo and trees on the side, so you're going down, it's like you're in a little forest.
Yeah.
And as we're running, you hear a female on the south side of the river. She's like, "What's she saying? Get out of here, you motherfuckers!"
Yeah, just going on.
But real quick, before that, when we were getting attacked by the dogs, the owner of the dog, we think, she came out of the tent, and
she looked
she looked like she had a rough night, and I thought she was yelling at the dogs.
No,
but she was yelling at us.
So when she came out, she caught you. You were already on the backswing of the kick. And the next thing she saw was the dog going.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
She seen the dog midair.
Yeah.
But the dog had a brand new harness on, so they were taking care of the dog.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what'd she say? Get out of here.
She was all, you motherfuckers. We were just like, we're still going.
Unbeknownst, so I thought she was yelling at the dogs, like trying to get her dogs.
Because the other one, after a while, he looked pretty old, so he didn't seem like he was too much of a threat. But the little guy, he was gun ho. But yeah, so we got down, and
we're getting yelled at.
The trippy thing was though, it was a small, like a confined space because the bamboo kind of enclosed around, so you're running through this like
it's like tunnel. A threshold all the way, tunnel going all the way through.
So and we're running, and like my meters like being scared. It's like jiggling, but nothing crazy because the lady's like in a distance, maybe like 20 yards, maybe if that, so we could kind of prepare for it. But the thing that was worrisome was we didn't really know where we were going. We didn't know if that ended like was a dead end or if it forked out somewhere else. So we were running, but as it opened up to where we knew we were at, then she was going on, so we were just entertaining.
We made light of the situation.
Yeah, we're entertaining it, so we started screaming, and I think towards the tail end we got a cadence going, and we're waking everybody up.
And then, a week prior to that, there was 2 stabbings down there. Yeah. So I don't know.
We don't know if it was 2 runners or fucking around down there. But we didn't.
It was about to be 4, maybe 3.
Yeah, I mean, but besides all, like, joking aside, besides all, like, the homeless being there, it's a nice trail. Like, it's all, and the thing that I like about it, because usually when we go running in town, we kind of go for time, but so when you're running in town, you run through all the crosswalks and stuff. You gotta stop and wait, and turn your watch on and off is a hassle. So when you run down there in that trail, especially the early morning, like if you look at some of those pictures we posted, we have some of that morning dew on the beanie and on his hair too. And I mean, it's fun for us. Like the whole fog, the mist, the coldness. It's cool.
Refreshing. Yeah. So we started. Yeah. So we're gonna start doing more videos as we're running. So the runners that are watching, the time's not gonna be the best because we're gonna be recording throughout the run.
Yeah. And we did make a little video. It's kind of if not our best work. I think I'll post it on YouTube. But there's some tutorials that we're watching. So after this one, the next one we do, it's gonna try to be pretty legit. We'll actually step up from all the other ones we posted. So there's some kind of techniques and forms you got to do when you're taking the videos, and so we're taking that in consideration when we're doing the next one. But yeah, it's cool. It's also, I mean, a learning process, but it's pretty fun. You want to talk about that next one? We're gonna do some recon next week coming up.
Okay. So the video we posted last year, probably in February or March. We did a Ruck March from Springville up to Pierpoint, going towards Camp Nelson. So we like that terrain. So
How much was in the pack? What was it, 45 or
it was
40?
35 pounds because we had the 25-pound weights plus our liquids and snacks and
Oh yeah, because we weighed them on the
Yeah.
we weighed them before we took off.
And so now we're gonna, for those who are familiar with Exeter, there's a lot of people that go on Rocky Hill. So behind Rocky Hill, there's a road. If you follow that road, it takes you all the way up and around, and you come out. But in Springville, I think it's like
That's Cyclone Camp
yeah,
Nelson area?
like Bear Creek area, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure, but it takes you to Springville. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Because me and my wife went, drove, just cruised back there, and it took us all the way to Springville. And so we're gonna park. We'll probably park the vehicle in Springville.
Yeah, right there by that El Nuevo restaurant.
And then we'll drive. Or yeah, when we'll drive it, we're gonna we'll drive to Exeter and then Ruck back all the way to from Exeter.
Yeah, or just get dropped off or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So.
And then, but that'll probably be thinking about it, it's probably gonna be like 20 miles. But it's gonna be a nice view though. It'll be nice for sure because we'll be in high elevation.
Yeah, and where we can, we'll do jogging, but majority of it's gonna be just the rucking.
Just cruising.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun, and that'll get us ready for the next races that we're doing. I was talking about this other one. I mean, I don't think we're anywhere near it yet. Maybe next year, hopefully. The one I was telling you about, they have in Reedley, and I think it's every other year or something like that. But it's a 100-miler. I think it's called the Moonlight Run. But when I was reading on it, and then I was actually reading on it last year when I was thinking about doing it. I was talking to him, but they ended up not doing it because of the COVID. But
virus.
Yeah,
Omicron.
I think you have the 30. It's 36 hours to do the 100 miles. So you just go your pace, start to finish, whatever.
Oh, it's not a team race?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
You just do it by yourself. So, and there was those when I was thinking about it, I was watching some of the YouTube videos about some of the guys that prep for it, and this one was just there wasn't much trail to it. There was dirt, but nothing.
It starts in Ridley, and where are you going?
It's just like a huge. I think there's like a huge. It's a huge lap, and there's a lot
100
of 100
miles.
No. You just keep doing the laps.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but the scenery is pretty cool. There's a back part when I used to work for the colleges back there. There in Reedley there was it's like the farmland area they called it, and it goes back and there's orchards, cattle, all that stuff, and it's a pretty good view. Kind of something similar to the lake, but a lot more trees and stuff. So, but that one. Maybe next year, maybe the following, but that's one like we have on our bucket list that we want to do.
And then now that everything's probably gonna be back open here pretty quick, I want to look into doing the one from Fresno to Pismo.
Yeah, what was that? I forgot what that one was called, but
Race to the Beach.
No, it was a different. It was one,
Feet.
but there was a couple dudes. Remember I was telling you, Guerrero?
Yeah.
I remember he was down to do it.
I think if we had, because it's 100 miles, I think,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm right. If we have like 6 guys or 5 guys,
Yeah, we could do it. I mean,
like 10 miles at a time, or just so everyone's getting off.
Yeah,
because you don't want to just sit there 20 miles or.
Yeah, just driving.
Yeah.
I have a couple. Back when I was in Huron, there was a couple guys there that they wanted to do it, so I'll hit them up, see if they're still down.
See if he wants to do it.
R.I.P. Yeah, but
there's one we could do on our own. It's pretty fun. We'll see. A guy that he did a ultra. The ultra's 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did an ultra.
Ultra's anything over marathon.
Okay, so he did an ultra, which was 100 miles, and I used to run with him in Kentucky, and we had a running group. And he was saying his buddy had a big old property. He had a bunch of acres. So what they did was they created their own race. So you set your little camp up. Mm-hmm. Everyone has their own camp somewhere, like around the track or along the track, and it's a trail. And so you run 4 miles in an hour, on the hour, every hour, until you can't meet the hour for your 4 miles. And he said he was drinking beer and doing it. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So he said he did about 17 laps So 17 hours he was out there.
I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, I think it's not more the physical aspect. It's like mentally, like you're gonna have to. It's not. Can I run more than that guy? Can I be out here longer than him?
Yeah.
You know, in his head, because he's thinking when he's gonna quit. You know.
Yeah. So he said he was out there. I believe it was about 17 hours.
How much was the lap? Was how many? 1 mile total?
4 miles.
Oh,
It was 4 mile track.
shit. That other one that we did. You could talk about your experience, but when we did that with a 4x4x48, so that's another one we could do.
We need to do that one soon.
Probably here. Let's do it with like the beginning of February.
All right. Yeah.
We'll do it. But I was still working. I was working at the colleges, and I think I got off at 10. But in order for so what we were doing, backstory to it. Well, those of you who don't know, it's 48 hours. So
You typically start at 8 p.m.
Yeah. So it's 4 miles every
4
hours for 48 hours. Yeah. So what we were gonna do, because he was stationed in Kentucky at the time, and I was here, and I was working though. But what we wanted to do was to start at the same time. Yeah. So
I wasn't working.
Or no, I was. Yeah, I'm saying I was working.
Oh.
And so I was in Fresno, and I took my lunch at 8, and so what I did, I was at the Fresno City campus. They have there's like 2 different gyms they got there. So I went to one of them to the treadmill.
What's your last names?
I went to the gym, and so I did my 4 miles, and then I think I got off at 10. So then at was it midnight?
Yeah,
we hit it again, but it was so the first couple times it's really
you're all jazzed up.
Yeah,
woo,
I got
easy.
And then what was it?
I think it's when you get to about 24 hours, or 24 hours. I'd say that's when it hits you, because one day you're like, oh, I could do this for one day, but then once you're like, I gotta do this for whole another day, like you're like, fuck.
And yeah, so 4 a.m. came, and you're still, it's whatever. Like you're tired, but you're
at that point it's a task. It's not even fun anymore. But I made it this far, so I got to keep going.
And and it was just like, I mean, everybody, like with me, our family was just go. It's a regular day, so they were like, we're gonna go out to eat, or we're gonna go grocery shopping. I said, all right. I said,
see, that would be interesting, because when I did it by myself. So
what we did was, I told Kay, I was like, she's all, I'm gonna go eat. I was all, well, I gotta run.
I gotta hit the fucking road.
Yeah. I gotta run in 45 minutes. So can you wait, and I'll meet you over there. So
yeah.
So I mean,
then you have your 4 hour window.
Yeah. So I ran. And I had a little route I was doing, so we ended up going to some Asian restaurant, but I ended up running 2 there, so made it out to 4 hours. But at that point, I was good for during the day. It's not as bad because everybody's moving around, and
Hey, what's everyone doing?
Yeah. So, but at night, when it got into that second night, and I think I got pictures still, and I was, man, it was rough.
Well, we did it. What was it like in?
It was
winter
around
time?
No, it was around April, I think. Because we were doing it when they usually.
Because I remember it was cold. I was cold.
Because the way we found out about it was through we follow David Goggins, former Navy SEAL, inspirational speaker, just
Army
all
Ranger.
around badass, yeah. And so I think they do it every year in April, something like that. So we might have been doing it around that time frame, maybe a little bit later. But I was just coming back from during the middle of the night. I was coming back from the run, and I was just laid down in the living room, went to bed, woke up, ran, came back, laid down. And this guy, you were showering though.
Every fucking time. So I'd get there, boom, shower. I'd have my clothes ready, so shower, change, bed, and then in the night times, and then during the day, shower. Then I'd lay on the couch, watch TV until I'm ready to go again. And then
I needed that extra 10 minutes.
And then when I did my last one at 4, because I did 8 miles that time because
Well, we kind of cheated at the end because
we didn't cheat. We fucking
Well,
still did the miles 48 or
Well, we did it, but I think we had 2 more left, and instead of doing
instead of doing the 8 o'clock one, I finished mine at 4 p.m.
Yeah, so we just did the remainder of the miles that we had to do.
And I came close, like not even doing it. I was like, but at that point, like that's your last one, so shit. And then on Monday, I was talking to Sergeant Petway. He was like, I seen you posting. You're running again and again. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Another one.
Yeah,
And another one.
He was like, fuck, man. Yeah, that was my weekend. Shit, all fucking weekend running.
Yeah,
It was cool though.
It was fun though. Like to take it back. Earlier, I was telling Kay the other day. I was telling Kay because I was telling my sergeant, another buddy of mine, like kind of the stuff we do, and they were kind of tripping out. And I was telling Kay, it's funny because like, oh, what are you gonna do this weekend? I don't know. Probably just hang out. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna stay up for 48 hours and run 4 miles every 4 hours, or like the other one. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna get up at 4 a.m. and we're gonna run from Porterville to Farmersville.
Yeah.
Like no, like not a lot of people are thinking like that's how I'm gonna spend my weekend, or this is how I'm gonna have my time off. You know.
I think for us, it's like more of a if we can do it, like a challenge. Like, if we could do it, let's try it.
And we were talking about that 100-mile, and I was saying too, like, a lot of it is you being in shape and being able to do it, but I would say a lot more of it is up here, like
mentally,
like you're 50 miles in or whatever miles in. Fuck, do I keep going? Do I stop? And I mean, I've been there a bunch of times, and fuck it, we just you just keep going.
Yeah.
And because too, like when we go running, when we get to Lindsay or say Strathmore, even Strathmore, it's like you're kind of at a point of no return.
Yeah.
It's like what are you gonna do? Call, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm in Strathmore. I don't want to run anymore. It's not. No, you're gonna finish it up, and that one was rough, but I don't think any of them compared to like our first one. Like our
that's when we did the 23 or that wouldn't have been our first one.
No, we did the first one.
But we still ran to Farmersville, but it turned out to be like 23 miles.
But we stopped at 26. Remember, we stopped in between Farmersville and Exeter. But we completed.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was that one. Yeah,
that
was the first one. Yeah, when you're walking into Pulse.
Yeah, you didn't tell me.
I was a CNI dog.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was given that position.
But then too, like when I got home, dude, and I remember, so when Goggins first talks about his 100-miler, he was pretty much done after that 100 miles. And when we did that first one, obviously it was only 26, not as much as 100. But when I got home, I laid on the ground, dude, and I couldn't move. Like I was the point of exhaustion where I couldn't even lift my arms, dude. Everything was gone. And I remember you were good.
I was cherry.
Yeah, we got what I should have done was eat. You got the tamales. Remember, you want one? I said nope.
You're acting dumb.
I remember I couldn't even take my shoe off because when I went to leaned over, I stretched a certain way and all my toes were cramping in both feet. My calves, everything was cramping, dude. I couldn't even. I said, I'm not even taking that off.
It was like the little guys in your head. Oh, try to fix it. They're putting coal in the thing, trying to uncramp it. We're doing everything. It's not working. Shut the toes down. Cramp them up.
Yeah, but that feeling and it's with anything being here now. You're already done a few of them. And then looking back at it, it's like that. It was fun, and that
happened.
Yeah, that feeling was pretty cool. Like, hey, I put my body through that. I was able to do that. I toughed it out and knocked it out. So, and yeah, you're right. I think a lot with us. It's a lot more of that. Seeing if we could actually do it, and that's what I like doing those challenging workouts. It's pretty cool. And then also when you have someone like you're kind of competing against, or not, but I mean you have someone to
compete or. Participate with you.
Yeah, there you go. So, but I seen some of these. I think I'm gonna post it too on the socials. Is
MySpace?
some of these people are doing the 10-year challenge. So we have one. I mean, those of you are new listeners. So we used to be a lot bigger. My heaviest was about 297, almost 300 pounds, and yours was what?
I think when I hit 290, I stopped weighing myself.
Yeah, 290. Yeah, you weren't doing anything with the information.
I was like,
yeah. So I started in 2012 is when I started losing weight. I think you were shortly after that, but I think we'll put up a couple pictures because I was looking at some the other day and it was just, it's crazy. Like thinking back, like God damn, like we were that big and it's like we're like just cool with it, like whatever. Yeah. So,
it's whatever.
Yeah,
I'm good with this.
I like now, dude. Like just going to stores and actually. Back then we didn't like shopping. Like we just got these big ass one colored shirts. Like it was either like a black or it's usually black because it
looks good. Yeah, you can't see it.
Yeah, so it was that.
Can't see the belly.
So now going shopping now it's cool because actually like a normal size human, but yeah, that was an experience, the running. But we'll probably do another one here pretty quick too. Because we'll do that 4x4 and then we'll do the
Tough Mudder's gonna be first.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, we'll do that one, the 4x4, and then after that we'll get a marathon in. So, but also too, we found a guy on Instagram. He does the stickers. I'm sorry, I forgot his handle, but he made us some stickers. So we got those. We'll be putting them out.
I put them around Porterville.
Yeah. And we'll post them up when we go down south.
If you see them, take a picture of them and share them.
Yeah, there you go. # Moose and Shrimp Podcast. But that's about it. I was gonna say too, if you guys can put your resolutions, New Year's resolution, what you guys got and what you're doing to complete those. Last episode we kind of put ours out there, and so by right now we're already getting after it. We're doing them, so we're just gonna stick with it. Another thing too, I just thought about it and I'll run it by you, but this is a new year, so I guess we'll do new season 2, episode 1. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get all of our buddies and everybody we talk to. I'm gonna get their names, kind of put in a hat and then pull it out, and then we're gonna have that person as our first guest. And so either we'll come to you, or you come over here to my brothers, but we'll figure it out. I think we're gonna do it that way. We'll do a video of that, see what we're gonna have. But once again, you have anything else before we?
I think you covered everything that I want to talk about. But yeah, it'll be cool. It's gonna be fun though for the run because, like I said, we're gonna take the scenic route and we're gonna be posting videos just throughout the whole day. Even the Friday up to this run on Saturday, we'll post videos periodically, just so you could just have the experience that we're experiencing as well.
Yeah. Harrisburg, if you guys got something you guys want to do, just get out there and get it. Don't sit there and complain about it. Go do it. You got to put the work in to get the results. So thank you guys, everybody who follows us, and
Happy New Year's.
Till next time, later on.